All right, welcome everyone. It's good to be back. I'm feeling a bit nervous. Actually, it feels like it's been a while. Before we get started, let me know if you can hear me. I do have a bit of a new setup. I've got a new desk and I've had to rearrange everything, still getting used to everything. So let me know if you can hear me fine. I assume you can see me fine because I've got another camera to the side, making sure that I can see. So you'll see me looking around. I've got a screen here. I've got a screen here. I've got a screen here. I've got a screen here, and I've got the camera here, and I've got. Actually, check this out. This is where it gets interesting. I've got a better little setup here for the cards as well, a lot more cleaner. So I'm pretty excited. We've got lots on tonight. I'm going to check out the chat, see who's here. So do let me know that you can hear me. I know there is a delay of about 10 seconds. Hopefully you can hear me if we're this far in and I'm chatting. So let's see who we've got. We've got Dano, I appreciate you being here. First time catching you live. Congrats on a big year. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. And thanks for stopping by for the first time. I do appreciate it. We have the Aussie Hustler. How you doing? Thank you. Happy New Year. And Drew and Sarah, appreciate you being here as always. And the thumbs up is all good. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I want to hear. So, look, this is going to be basically a summary of December. We'll reflect on the entire year as well, and then we're going to get into some Pokemon cards and test out the new layout and stuff. I've still got a few more things coming for this layout, but I'm using my new desk. I'm not standing at the moment. I'm sitting. I've been standing a bit earlier, but I've got so much going on, and it's just, yeah, anyway, this is all a bit overwhelming. So hope you're doing well. If you are watching this on the replay, do let me know in the comments as part of the rewatch party. Appreciate if you are here live. And of course, if you have to go, that's fine too. What we'll be going through is the YouTube data, the reselling data, touch on the podcast, the running. We'll open up some Pokemon cards and I'll answer any questions if you've got any questions. So if you do have questions, ask away. I recently, today actually, just released a video of 1 year later after taking a chance on me. Yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of doing that. And it's been an incredible year. And I think a big thank you to anyone that has been part of this. So that's you listening and watching, are part of this journey because you've helped me achieve things which, look, it's not that I didn't know that they weren't possible, but it helps to have that support and momentum along the way. So a big kudos and thank you to you. If you've showed up for one live stream, every live stream, or maybe you're just watching my videos. So thank you very much. All right, we're gonna dive straight into it. I can see I've got about 6 people watching. I understand it is still early part of the year, so people are probably still away and busy and whatnot, which is fine. But I wanted to be able to do this because I want to get back into the flow of things and continue to do these on a regular basis. And of course, the Pokemon cards and whatnot. I do actually have another little camera here as well, which I don't know where I put it actually. I've got this view as well. You can see I've got more cards on the side. I've got an iPad just sitting up here. So I'm just playing at the moment, so I'm getting distracted. All right, so let's get into this. I'm going to share screen and we'll dive into basically we'll dive into the stats of YouTube, and it's been an incredible year. It has just been totally unbelievable in terms of what we've been able to achieve. So I'll add this to stream. I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit. I'm guessing. Let's do this. Let's zoom in a bit. That's probably a bit better for you all. Okay, so this is December. December was an interesting month just because people were away and people were busy, and it's the end of the year and Christmas, and there was a bit of a interesting, I guess, there's some interesting analytics around how many people were watching and whatnot. So we'll dive into that. And I also then want to go through actually the whole year of the YouTube as well, just to really reflect on and seeing that progress at a zoomed out level, because 1 month does not dictate everything. And that goes with reselling. It goes with anything that you're progressing with. See, we've got the disgruntled octopus in the house. What about the camera that had installed on the Octo? yeah, I would love to see that actually. I haven't got all my Pokemon stuff set up behind yet because I'm still getting all this set up, but hopefully I'll have the octopus Pokemon that you can see on display again. It's a bit of an in-joke for those that haven't seen that before. Okay, so December we did 3,800 views. We had 407 hours of watch time, 25 subscribers, and we made $58 in revenue, which might almost nearly be my best month yet. Released quite a lot of videos actually, and my 50K Ultra being the best for this month, which makes sense because it was kind of like that movie, and we had basically worked towards this for 6 months, and to see it now come to life, I had quite a lot of support, but surprisingly, my Melbourne Marathon for 2019 is still getting a lot of the views, which is just it surprises me. And then some reselling content is really doing some good magic here as well. So we did get some good watch time, which was great, about 400, and all this is about the same. So we had about a 10% uplift, 11% uplift in terms of the previous month. In terms of watch time, we were up by also 10%. Subscribers, we were up. Actually, we were down by 7%. And dollars, we were up by 74%. So I think it was pretty much my best month in terms of earning any YouTube revenue. And thank you, anyone that does give donations. It means the world to me. Impressions are up. Click-through rate is surprisingly down. Views are up and unique viewers are up as well, which is great. It means more people are coming to my channel, more people are finding it, and that's through just the different types of content that I'm doing or trying to share it, or maybe other people sharing it as well. Engagement, we touched on the watch time. Average view is 624, so it's actually stayed very much the same. And what's interesting is actually if I jump back to reach of where my content is coming from, and it's still Facebook, Google search, and it is still all my running content driving majority of the traffic to this channel. So the reselling still hasn't really picked up in terms of SEO or search engine optimization, but that's okay. That's all right. And then we've got, just looking through here, I haven't looked at these stats yet, so I'm just really seeing what's been happening for the first time because I haven't looked at this at all. So interesting to see. Yeah, my Surf Coast Century 50K video has been unbelievable. So pretty crazy. Now, if you are in the chat, if you've come in late, I can see there's about 9 people now. We're just going through the YouTube stuff, but say hi. Don't be shy. You can chat among yourselves, or if you want to ask me a question or whatnot, please do. Want to have the conversation with you guys. In terms of audience, returning viewers, which is you guys, we're up by 43%. More people are coming back and watching it. More of the same people, which is great. And I've got new people coming and watching, so that's encouraging as well. And then if we have a look at the revenue, I mean, there's not much really here, but we've done pretty good as well. So I will actually get my first YouTube check probably coming the middle of this month, because you can't get paid out until you've done, I think it's $100. So yeah, it'll be exciting to do that. And then I want to integrate that back into, these live streams and things, whether it's with giveaways and whatnot, because hey, at the end of the day, you guys are being able to make this happen for me. So I want to give back some love. Okay, so that's December, but if I dive over to, this is all of 2021, and this is incredible, really, because I've done 47,000 views, and watch time is 4.7 hours. And for those that don't know, you need 4,000 hours in a single year to be able to get monetized. So we've done that really, really well. And subscribers, I grew by 524, and estimated revenue was $137 for the year. So it's incredible. And my top video for this year was my Melbourne Marathon video from 2019. And then my Garmin, so all my running stuff. And then we don't get to reselling until 6. So it's just interesting to see the content that has actually started to blow up over a long period of time. Because some of these, this content is a couple of years old. So it's interesting to see how that has changed, and how that continues to pay up and show up and really do good work for me, these videos. See, we've got Kiss Selling in the house. KI Selling, how are you doing? Kiss Selling, it's Kiss Selling. Appreciate being here. I know you've been pretty busy of late, and it's great to have you in the house. And I'm actually trying out a bit of a new layout. I've got the new desk, and I don't think you saw it before, but you will see it soon. I've got a new bit of a layout for the Pokemon cards and things like that. So I'm excited to be able to open up some packs. It's been a while. Appreciate you being here. So look, the year has been absolutely incredible in terms of YouTube growth. And I had the goal to hit 1,000 subscribers and get monetization. I wanted to get $500 in a single month, which that didn't happen. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world, and it means I can press on. But it's just been an incredible year. I don't want to dive in too much of this detail here because a lot of it is of the same, but it's nice to be able to just zoom out and see this data over a year progression and see, by putting in the work, by putting in the videos. Actually, I don't think this tells me how many videos I actually put out. But there was a lot of videos. As you can see, 8, 8, 9, 9, 7, 8, 7, 7. So there's quite a lot there. Like, we've done a lot. That's incredible. So basically 3 videos for every week for the 52 weeks. That's about 150 videos, really. It's incredible. Probably not that much, but close to it. So yeah, not too bad. Oh, I got a few more people. Can you outsource? Can I outsource running? I wish. No, actually, I don't wish it because I love it. I love the running. Samuel, first time watching. Oh, thanks, mate. Really do appreciate being here, and thank you. I know we were just chatting before, so means the world to me that you've reached out, and we'll continue that conversation later. Thank you for the 52 weeks on the congrats. All good, mate. Glad to catch up. So no, dude, that's you don't need to apologize, and I appreciate you being here live and whatnot. And I appreciate actually going back and watching them later when you haven't been able to make it. It really does. And the consistency is what I love. I mean, and this is what I really love to be able to do is, you put in the work and then go back and just see, and you can see, not everything was all high growth. As you can see here, there was ups and downs, roller coasters, the roller coaster ride I go on that I always talk about. And that's all part of it, right? I've had spikes, I've had drops, engagement, when it was been high, when it's been low, and audience as well, people coming and going. And that's all part of it. And I think once you realize that when you're doing whatever you're doing, whether it's running, whether it's reselling, whether it's YouTube, you can start to just appreciate things a bit better and take out that zoomed out view. So that's YouTube. It's been great. And I will be revealing all my goals actually in a video coming out this Saturday. But for those that are here, I do want to take you through some of those goals as well as a bit of a sneak peek, because, you're here to hang out. So you get to see it. So we'll touch on that shortly. The next thing we'll touch on is the reselling, right? And the reselling has been interesting. And you'll see this is a new dashboard once this loads across. There we go. I'll have to zoom in a second, but I've updated this now to start to reflect some of the 2022 goals as well, because previously I was reflecting this just for 2021, and same for the other dashboard before. I'll zoom in a second, but essentially my reselling goal for 2021 was originally to be $100,000. Now, I had no idea what that was going to take, and we didn't get it, which is fine, but ended up getting around that 51,000, between 51,000 and 53,000 depending if you do it from all of 2021 or my 52 weeks. And it's been just incredible to be able to have this journey, because I had no idea what to expect. I knew what I would put in is what I'd get out of it. And I didn't really get into the crunch zone of things until midway through the year. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I talk about this. And you can see it here, like when it comes to even listings, I wasn't really putting in the weekly listings until, I'll zoom in a little bit more. I don't want to overkill it. That's not too bad, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's not too bad. So the weekly listings, I was doing basically, I wasn't even doing consistency until, week 25, when I started to really push it up. And then I started doing 15 every single day, or give or take. And that's when we started to see the spike. As you can see here, back in July, around here, that's when it really jumped up, and the sales really started to jump up as well. So I think it's been interesting to really reflect on that of, what would have happened if I had been doing 15 listings every day for the whole year. I probably wouldn't have been able to do it because I wouldn't have had the stock, but you live and you learn, right? So I've updated the dashboard now to reflect, and this is what I'm doing for 2022. My main goal is to focus on $60,000 in profit. I'm still charging towards the 100,000, and this $300,000 here isn't for 2022, but more so just as I'm tracking as a milestone point now. So I'm going to aim for $60,000 in profit. That's what I want to take home. And then I'll be focusing on trying to keep my ASP at $40. At the moment, it's at $41.90. And daily listing average to be 15, and I'm at 15.17. And then I've got a little dashboard there to basically tell me for 2022, how am I tracking? And the revenue at the moment, we're sitting at $3,854 for January, and the profit as well. And then up there, it says the percentage, and then sales and daily average and all that jazz. So I have started to really change this. And just as Captain Opshop Nerd has jumped in, I'm literally about to say how I'm starting to automate things a bit better. The eBay stuff, I am using a Zapier, whatever you want to call it. However, there's some things in there that I don't like, so I'm still modifying it. But I've got things coming in my other dashboard, which I'll show you here just quickly. Like stuff around my running is now automatically updating from, just getting extracted out and pulled out, so I don't have to update it on a daily basis. So I am trying to work on automating things a bit better and getting that data coming through and working for me, rather than me having to go in and manually do it. Hope you're doing well, Toby, as well. Appreciate you being here. So look, don't don't really want to. I mean, I've already touched on a lot of my reselling stuff in my reselling 52 weeks, but essentially we did pretty good, right? And I'm excited for the new year. I'm excited to see what we can do. Today's actually been pretty quiet. I've only done $60 in revenue. Actually, it's been like crickets today. It's been quite weak. But this is January at the moment, 3,800. Profit is pretty good actually. The profit margin's sitting really, really high. So I'm not complaining about that. Yeah. Any questions on the reselling space? I know basically I was just chatting to Samuel before, and he was asking about how do I do a lot of my data tracking, and I'll give you a little sneak peek here. So this is my sheet. I'll zoom out here. This is basically the sales tracker that I've shared on my YouTube as well. But essentially in here, I might have a, I've got an item, and then I've got the type here. I know it's zoomed out, but this is just to give a broader perspective. And because I put this in manually, or have always integrated it manually, it's now very just drop and drag, and it's really quick to do. But I've got like type, and I've got sourcing. So for instance, I can see, where did I source it from? Was it free? Was it off the side of the road? Was it from Facebook? Was it from a thrift shop or whatever? And then I have basically some reports, or some data reports that I can do on a weekly basis, which is how I create my things. And it basically pulls out and says, okay, books for this week, this is for last week, not for week 53, but it basically pulls the data out, and I can just quickly copy and paste it across. So I've had a few questions about this, and I know some people have been asking for an updated version of that sheet, and it's probably something I really need to spend some time on and do, but haven't got to it yet. Quick little check in the comments. I've got 10 people watching, so if you've jumped back in, or if you haven't been watching and you've just jumped in, say hi, don't be shy. Kiss selling, where we say everyone talks about 10, 15 per day. In reality, do you think it's from the activity listing algorithm, or just the fact the product mix? Look, I think it's both, because it's a mixture. Because when I do, so for instance, this week, because I've been busy, I've just been doing DVDs to list, and it's been a lot easier to do. And I think, like yesterday, I sold 12 DVDs, and I've been listing DVDs for the last couple of days. So I feel like the stuff that you put in, it kind of pushes the rest of that kind of category. The consistency in the store definitely helps. Like when I was putting in video games, it was bumping a lot of the video game stuff. When I was putting in shirts, all of a sudden people were buying shirts. So having that variety does help. And of course, I think just doing anything on the site, whether it's relisting, whether it's sold similar, or updating things. But I think having some level of push into the store, whether it's 5 items or 10 items, I think having that consistency, because you think about it, if you've got 10 items in a store, you don't probably need to be putting 15 in, right? If you've got 10 items in store, just putting in 1 every day would probably help keep that momentum happening, because people are only going to see those other 10 items. But if I'm putting in, I've got like 1,700 items. So if I'm putting in 15 DVDs and I've already got another 200 DVDs listed, people are going to start to see those 200. This is all just what I'm thinking. People are going to start to see those 200 DVDs. If I start putting in 15 clothes, they're going to see the other 30 clothes I have and whatnot. So I think it's a bit of both. That's my opinion, to be honest. But it's definitely something trying to figure out, because everyone's just trying to figure it out. But I think the consistency is what pays off, and you do it. And it's kind of like, what you're doing on Facebook, that if you click on things, or on YouTube, more people watching it, interacting, it pushes it out. So that's really my thoughts on that. Which bit of the reseller data are you most proud of at the moment? I think, to be honest, Toby, when I reflect on what I love looking at, is actually these two here, the weekly listings, and how much of a difference it made, right? And that proves what I was just kind of talking about, right? That once I started to put in the daily, and you can see it here, the listings, as I put it up, you can see it literally doubled. My sales doubled. My listings doubled as well, but my sales doubled. And I think that's really what has, encouraged me. And there's so many more things I can start to do now, start to focus on items that haven't been moving for 40 days, relist them and things like that, which I can see there's a comment from Octo here, 20 a day /30 relist is pumping. Look, yeah, if I could get to doing something like that, that'd be good. I've got a lot of items, and on weekends I try to do more relists if I'm more busy, is going back and pulling out the items that, can be bounced back up. And I've sold quite a few by doing the relists. And it's a great way to just, move some of that older stock. And maybe if you've done that 2 or 3 times and it's not selling, maybe it's time to move on. But everyone has a different strategy. You can see Anna's in the house. Appreciate you being here, Anna. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. So Toby, that's really what I'm thinking. That's probably what I'm most proud of, because looking back on that now, I can kind of use this as a talking point and say, hey guys, it speaks for itself. But I mean, I'm very proud of everything in here. Like, just the numbers and seeing that growth in margin as well, because it meant I've been able to purchase quality things, more likely, or I've been able to source and keep my costs down, getting free DVDs, or that video game haul was just, it was a game changer for this year, and things like that. So all of this I'm pretty proud of, to be honest. So yeah, that's the reselling stuff. I mean, if people got questions, I can jump into it or come back to it. But it's just been an experience for this year to really dive into all this. And, I've learned so much from a lot of you guys that are, helping out all the time, especially Octo and, Drew and Sarah and Diver Flipper and Two Aussie Thrifters and so many people. There's so many people. And I think at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, is we need to help each other, right? I mean, I'm not here to say that I'm better than anyone else. I'm here to just say, hey, this is what I'm doing. And I'm pretty transparent about it. Hey, how you doing? Thanks, Promise. I appreciate being here. I've never caught a live before. I don't think that's all right. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for dropping by. We're just going through some of the reselling data for December and in general, and what I've done. So if you've got any questions, do let me know. We've just been touching on some of the YouTube stuff, and we're going to touch on some of the running and podcast stuff soon. And then I'm actually going to talk about some of the goals that I've got for 2022. To all. Yeah, it's good. I really appreciate some of the new people jumping in for the lives as well. So, there's plenty of people in this chat group that, if you're part of the reselling community, if you're part of the running community, if you're part of just, my own community, get to know each other. There's lots of people here that are, happy to hang out and chat. Octo, I love you, man. All right. So that's the reselling. It's been pretty crazy. Yeah. It's just been, I think the big takeaway is like, what you put in is what you get out, and you have to continue to learn to pivot and adjust. That's really what it comes down to, because you can do a lot of the same and it might work, but then things will start to change, lockdowns or quality of items or maybe trending items and things. So you just need to continue to be willing to evolve and adjust. That's really my advice on that. All right, so let's jump into the running. I know not everyone here is runners, but I like to share my running journey. And for December, we had a pretty interesting month. So one of my goals for 2021 was, if people haven't caught up, is I wanted to do 2,000 kilometers, and I got it on the last day. I had to do a 23K to make that happen. But December, I did a total of 19 runs, total of 257 kilometers, which was my biggest month ever this year and ever. Which totaled me out to 2,000 for the year. Average kilometer distance that month was 13.6, and I also did my 50K, so that makes sense. Total time on feet was surprisingly 33 hours, which is just incredible. And each month I wanted to do one half marathon, and I did. So this is the review of all those half marathons. Best was I think it was 2 hours and 14 minutes, which was back in October, surprisingly. It's been a crazy year of just all this. It's all a bit of a blur, but I love the running, and just want to be very clear that it's half marathon is probably my favorite distance to do. So that's why it's probably one of the challenges that I put out there, and there's probably more of that to come in 2022. But look, December was incredible month, just with a lot of things, because it was the month where I had to kind of finish off a lot of my, goals and challenges, and the pressure was on. Like the 2,000 kilometers, I, had realized I had done some miscalculations, and it meant I had to go back and actually do a lot of makeup time for that and do extra and above and beyond. And it was tiring, but I wanted to prove that I could do it to myself and to everyone that I told that I would do it to. So it was pretty exciting to be able to do all that. And I just want to be very clear that a lot of this is come over, years and years of running as well. I wouldn't just go tell people to just go start doing this. But if you do have a goal to do running, is build a plan and get into it. And that's one that I've started to build towards next year as well. Is now that I've set a goal, I'm actually going to be doing 2,500 kilometers for 2022. I've built a plan in advance, so I know what I need to be doing every single day, or if I take that out, how much do I need to adjust it by? And I'm not going to be waiting till the end of the year and playing catch up, because it's a bit too stressful, to be honest. Let's see what we've got here. caught your long run video. My question is, how many sandwiches do you guys go through? Actually, it was only 2. So it was 2 rolls and we cut them in half. So one with marmalade and one with avocado. And actually, it might have been 3. And we had a lot of bananas and snacks along the way as well, which was great. But those rolls with the marmalade and the avocado have been really, really good. So I've got my 2 bays trail run this weekend, actually, at another 28K. And I'm keen to just get into the rolls because it really helps with the nutrition and it gives you that energy to be able to push on, surprisingly. Back just picked up, of course you did. Of course. Every time I'm doing my live streams, mate, you're always out getting your hands all over, or your tentacles all over these things. So it's crazy. Always hustling. I love it. I love it. So that's the running. It's been an amazing year. If I can show you some of the data here of that progression. Total kilometers and average heart rate as well. So you can see we have, this is just in a visualization view. So it's just encouraging to go back and look at all this, and even the half marathons as well. It's a bit zoomed in, but anyway, you get the point. So that's the running. I'll touch on the podcast quickly. So one of the goals for the year also was to you need to do more. Yes, I need to. Hey, boss. No, you don't need to apologize. All good. Got to run. Keep it up, boss. Thanks, Toby. Appreciate you, mate. So one of the goals for 2021 was to start my podcast, which I obviously did. I've got a new episode coming out this week, which you're going to see a little sneak peek right here, but about 5 books to further your lifestyle. But basically, I wanted to do a podcast every single week, Sunday, 9 a.m. And I started on February 28th, and I wanted to have 11 guests, ended up having 22 guests. And it's been an incredible year of just getting to know and I guess adjust to myself and finding myself in front of the camera or I guess in front of the microphone. And we had about 1,500 downloads, which is incredible. And now I'm pushing. I really want to see how far I can take this podcast for this year. And I want to push for 10,000 downloads. So I want to 10x it in 2022, which is scary as heck. But I think if I want to be able to take the podcast where I want it to be, I need to find ways to get bigger and better at it. So very ambitious goal, and I will be touching on all my goals very soon. But the podcast has been great. So anyone that has listened to it, I appreciate you so much. And for those that haven't checked it out, go check it out, furtheryourlifestyle.com, and have a listen. There's plenty of ways. It's on YouTube. There's a YouTube experience, or you can just listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all those great places. Check it out. Really would love you to check it out. And there's plenty more to come this year. Still 1 episode every week, and I'm going to try and do some more shorts and TikToks to help bring more people over in short and sharp snippets. But I'm excited. I'm pumped. I think coming from this year, it's shown me what's possible, and now it's like, okay, so how do I continue to take it to the next level? So the podcast has been a great experience, and that really was my number one dream, goal, passion, and thing that I wanted to do in 2021. The reselling was enabling me to be able to live my life and pay for bills and things like that. So now it's the battle of both, but also to double down on the podcast as much as possible. So yeah, not too bad. What's next? Touched on the podcast, we touched on the reselling. I think next will be the just in general. I'm just looking at my screen, seeing so many things. Okay, so the other thing that I have here is, where is my master dashboard? Now I haven't actually updated this for 2022 yet, but essentially sorry, I've started to update this for 2022, but one of my goals for 2021 was to build my share portfolio basically up to 400,000, and we managed to do that. We got to 427,000 at December 31st, I think it was, or the day before it. And last week it was a bloodbath, as you can see on screen. It was absolutely a bloodbath. Lost about $30,000 in a week. But I want to be very clear that one week or one day does not dictate the next 5-10 years or the whole year. So I've set an ambitious goal for 2022 to, if I can bring this share portfolio up to 600,000. For those that are new here and haven't watched or seen any of this, context here is I've been building this for the last 8 years. So it's not like I just made this in 2021. It was just to grow it and I want to grow it again this year, see what I can do. So we're starting off to a bit of a rocky start, but that's okay. I don't do day trading or anything. I'm a long-term investor, so I'm usually putting in $1,000 every single month, and trying new different things and just experimenting. But a lot of it is from stocks that I've had from back from 7-8 years ago, and they've just started to continue to compound, and I'm starting to see those come through. And this week has just been shocking, a bloodbath. But anyway, it's all good. I'm not too concerned. Yes, I have a goal for a year, but at the end of the day, my goal is really for long term, so I'm not too shaken by it. Just some of the stats from 2021, podcast, mailing list, books. I had 13 books that I read. I wanted to do 12. I did 13. All of them are listed in my recent video that I just dropped today. I wanted to do 3 video games. I did the 3 video games as well. Next year, I'll have some more that I want to do. Yeah, so that's really it. I have a goal to do 2,000 subscribers this year, and once again, chasing a total revenue of $1,500 minimum. So I've just been starting to update all this for my running, as well as in the different goals that I have for 2022. So I want to do 24 half marathons this year, 2 each month. I want to do 2,500 kilometers. And then I've got a little dashboard here telling me average distance and average week at the moment and things like that. And yeah, so just really, really seeing what I can do, pushing myself once again and building that out. So now what I'm going to show you actually is, actually just got some questions here. Promise has said, oh my Lord, awesome. I love reading, and last year I read 7 or 8. Yeah. So my secret for this is Audible. Like when I'm out running, because if I'm running a 2-hour long run, I can get a lot of listening done. So I want to do that the same for this year. I've set the goal for the same amount, 12 books, and see if I can stretch it more. Because it's just passive learning. Sometimes you might have to re-listen to it. While running, I can get into a trance and forget what I was listening to, but it's definitely something. Are you investing for FIRE or just support? Both. So, I'm a long-term player. I'm not doing FIRE in terms of, I'm not following FIRE, but at the end of the day, the share portfolio is for a long-term investment. So I'm not, it's not like I'm planning to retire anytime soon, but whether I would use this to purchase a house, or if I would use this to, I don't know yet. But at this point, it's not like I'm planning to use it every day kind of thing. I want to be able to continue to build that and only use it when it makes sense. Whether that's when I'm 40, when I'm 50, when I'm 35, I don't know. So just playing that out at the moment. But at the moment, it's, my mentality is set and forget, long term. That's the mentality. Man, that's a lot of half marathons. It is. I've already done my first one for this year, and that was last Sunday. And I've got a 28K this Sunday, and then I'll do my second half marathon for January at the end of January. It's all happening. But I'll show you. I want to show you the goals for 2022. I don't know how well you can see this. Might need to zoom in a bit more. Can you see that well? And look, this is all still getting there's a moth in here, all still getting adjusted. But essentially, I've got 5 areas that I'm focusing on: life, podcast, reselling, running, and YouTube, per usual. And I've actually built out some milestone points that I need to be tracking from a daily perspective. I'll zoom in here. I think it's probably not zoomed in enough. There we go. So I can track it on a daily perspective, a weekly perspective, and a monthly perspective. So for instance, an example would be if I jump down to the running, 2,500 kilometers for 2022 means I need to be doing basically, let me just fix this so we can see this a bit better. Yeah, there we go. Basically, I need to be doing 6.85 kilometers every day, or 48K per week, or 208K per month. And that way I can start to break it down and see, well, am I on track? Can I average it out? What can I adjust to make this happen? And I'll quickly go for this. So one goal, and some people might have seen these in my newsletter already, but I want to automate more, so give myself more time back across all areas. So that I can't really put daily, weekly targets on, but I will monitor it and see what I can do as I progress. I want to give more. I want to try and give across everything, whether it's giveaways, donations, or different things, around $10,000 worth. Last year, I probably did around, just shy of 5,000, I think. And I want to do more, because as I figured, as I continue to grow and build out these things, I get opportunities more to do that. So I want to do that more. I want to do 6 video games. And I figured that on average, a video game is about, I think I worked out to be, what did I put it as? I didn't put it here. I think an average video game is about 20 hours. So I worked out how much I need to do per month of video game time playing to get 6 video games done. Connect in person with more people. So I want to do one coffee catch up with someone different each month that I haven't caught up for a long time or haven't ever. I want to purchase one NFT, increase the share portfolio, want to do a minimum of 12 books, become an ambassador for someone, which I actually already have, Fitletic. I was selected as one of 17 global ambassadors at the start of this year. So I was hoping that was coming through. Otherwise, I was thinking I was going to have to do a lot more work on this, but that's already happened before I've even announced it officially. I'm going to launch I'm going to launch a monthly program in the lines of a mastermind or coaching. More details on that to come later. I want to sponsor an event or something with the podcast. I want to generate income from the podcast. How much? I haven't put a number. I just want to generate at this point. And I want to reach 10,000 downloads and generate. I've already said the generate income part, but I want to reach 10,000 downloads from the podcast as well. And this is all, you guys are seeing this for the first time live here, and this will all be announced in a video, and I'll make it public and, make it honest. I mean, it's public now, so anyone that rewatches this will see it. Reselling, 60,000 profit from reselling. I want to average a $40 ASP for sales in 2022, not as a whole of life perspective. And I want to take the goal to try and source only $40 items that will sell for $40. That's what I'm saying, or more, if purchasing. So if I purchase in 2022, I want to make sure that if I buy it, that I can sell it for $40 or more. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge. I haven't actually gone out sourcing this year just because of everything that's happening with the pandemic. And, I've got a few runs at the start of this year. I don't want to be having to go into isolation. So just managing that. Running 2,500 kilometers, 2 half marathons a month, and I want to run a 100-kilometer week. And I've got goals around, races and stuff, but I'm not setting them as individuals because that will help complement me for the 2,500. But I'll probably do another ultra. I might do a solo ultra. But the big goal challenge for this year is I want to do a 100-kilometer week, which is a huge one because, that means I have to basically average back-to-back 7 days a week of 14 Ks. I think I can do this, but, it's something that I want to challenge myself to do. YouTube, $1,500 in YouTube revenue as a minimum. And I want to hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. I think I should be able to do more than that, to be honest. And I want to launch a membership on YouTube. So yeah, more details on that to come soon. So this is basically what I'll be doing in terms of goals. I'm pretty excited and nervous, but excited because some of them I have no idea how I'm going to do, but I'll figure it out. Yes, I might have to adopt an octopus for sure. Nice goals and streams and a college. Thank you. Look, it's when I started before we went into lockdown, I was able to achieve this. So I think going into the new year, if we don't go into lockdowns, I think I'll be able to do that. So I'm pretty confident. Love include. Thank you. One other thing that I'm doing in here is an example of my automation is my Strava runs are now coming through automated into this doc. When that happens, it's getting put into this new sheet that I've got here. And this is a bit dirty at the moment. I'm still playing with it, but essentially I've got what's required. And then all that is getting pushed into this and it gets updated on a daily basis. So then this spits out, and once again, I apologize if I'm going too quick, spits out this data straight here. It's telling me how much I've done. It's telling me my average distances and all that jazz. It's just doing it all. I used to do this all manually. So this is some of the automation stuff that I'm trying to do, and I'll be doing this a lot more with my eBay sheets as well. Some of it is just annoying me because it's not giving me the full fee price, so I might have to just put a blanket fee, and then it doesn't pull if you sold something with a promoted listing. It only pulls the fee that you've been charged. So it's a little frustrating on that, but something that I'm going to work on. So we'll see. Okay. Got distracted. Yeah, so that's the goals for 2022. Want to do more in the Pokemon space as well, but I haven't set a goal around it. I just want to be able to continue to have fun, and that will be embedded with the YouTube and it'll be embedded with the ability to be able to give back and all that jazz. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. We're going to open up some Pokemon cards in a minute, but that was my old stuff. There we go. Any questions before we jump? I mean, you can ask me questions while we're opening up Pokemon cards, but I wanted to just go through that. I'll just see what everyone said. I think you should be able to get that from eBay reports. Yeah, so what I want to do with the automation is I can do that on a monthly basis. That's easy enough. But I think I want to be able to use Zapier to be able to basically pull the data in. When I get a sale, update my spreadsheet for me. And then all I got to do is just do a quick review on a monthly basis, fix up some fees, which is what I do anyway. Because at the moment I have it just sitting at 16.5. That kind of covers everything. And then I just do an adjustment depending on the categories or whatever. So I could probably do that. And I think that will save me a lot of time on a daily basis because I'm updating this usually at the end of each day. And I don't think that makes sense to be doing anymore. Cards, have you got lab? Well, have you seen your reseller crew chat? But cards low. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna open up some Pokemon cards. I did get a few different things here. So for those that are new here, what I have a little series called the Pokemon Fund, which I haven't updated for a while, but basically just opening up cards and selling the cards that I don't want, and then buying the cards that I do want. And I managed to actually get my hands on a friend. I don't know how we got it, but I hope they're not fake. I don't think they're fake. They look all legit. We've gone through it, and he opened his, and it wasn't fake. But anyway, we're about to find out this live. But I got a pack of Fusion Strike, which you can see right here. And we're going to open up some of that. But what I also got was I got this bad boy right here, which we're also going to open up as well because I got a whole bunch of cards in that. So picked that up today. And yeah, I also... what my friend was able to pick up for me, I just need to adjust this back, put this back here. Yeah, cool. Let's go here. Was I got, this is just some of them, I've been sorting them just now, but he got a big box, a shoebox full of Pokemon cards for free from his local estate. And they were just giving away for free. There's probably about 400, 500 cards in there. Some of them, they're just commons, but some of these cards are the ones that I've been chasing. Like I've been collecting some of these ones. And there's, just, cards that I've been wanting. So it's been cool to be able to pick them up and get them for free. I've just been going for, and some of these from 2009. So I'm pretty happy to be able to get some of these. They all seem legit as well. And there's some pretty cool cards in here. So just been going through these just before dinner, actually. And like that Charizard's pretty cool. I mean, that's from 2019. So it's nothing special, but they're just cool cards. You're not going to be able to pick these up every day these days. So anyway, was just sharing that. I was just testing out my new stream layout before I came on, and I was looking at these cards. So we're going to open up some cards now. We're going to hang out. If people got questions, basically it's cards and Q&A. So if you've got questions, if you want to know something, or you've seen something that you thought was interesting tonight, let me know, and I'm more than happy to chat about it. Let me put this back while I open this so you can just see me. But how's everyone doing? Like, I hope we're all doing well. I'm super grateful and also overwhelmed at the same time, just because everything has gone. I'm not saying everything's gone as planned and everything's perfect and all that jazz, but it's just been a really, really good year because being able to reflect on a year of progress and come back and see what you've done. There's I like to do it on a regular basis anyway, like on a monthly basis or on a weekly basis and things, but to be able to take a year's worth of progression and after taking a chance on yourself and see what you can achieve, there's nothing to compare it to, right? Unless you do it yourself. All right, let's have a look at this. Put this back over here. All right, there we go. So we got these. This is awesome, actually. This is pretty cool. Still got 10 people watching, so appreciate you all hanging out and staying this long. Oh gosh, this is going to be fun to open. There we go. Okay, let's get this card out. They do pack all this stuff in tight, I tell you. They make it a challenge. Oh, that's a bit unscented. Jeepers, look at this. That is not scented at all. That's shocking. I'm going to put this up here so I can see this a bit better. That is not very even. Anyway, it is what it is. It's a nice card, though. Look at him. He's so cute. He's so cool. I love the Pikachu in this. What did I do before reselling? So, for full transparency, project manager for an IT consulting company or technology consulting company, and I'm actually still employed there. I'm eligible to take up to 2 years of unpaid leave, and that's the way I did it. Is I'm not getting paid by them. I just took 2 years of unpaid leave, and if this didn't work out, I can go back and keep my job. So I'm leveraging that opportunity. So yeah, that's basically what it is. Project management, which is probably why you see all the data and things on the screen. Is it's naturally something that I've always been doing and loved to do from project management. And project management is a lot like running a business. So that's how I've been able to leverage those skills. And it's something that I always encourage people. Like, if you're going to do something like this, is you need to really weigh up, the pros and cons and your strengths and weaknesses. Like, I had to really take a big conversation with myself and say, well, okay, worst case, if things don't work out, how long can I live off my savings? And, how much savings do I have? And, there's the circumstances of I don't have, a family I have to feed and things like that. So there's a lot of stuff you need to take into consideration. And I'm not just telling people to jump in and just do this. I'm telling people that they need to think about it. And if you've got the opportunity to make it happen, right? So yeah, PM's the win. That's it. Should start a little plan. 18 days until I break. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Excited for you, mate. I am excited for you. Let me know if there's any issues with the Wi-Fi. I mean, like with the quality as well, because I'm seeing on my end that there is some issues. So I do apologize if there is. We've got a lot of wind happening on the outside. So I do apologize if I am cutting in and out. All right, let's open up some packs. I haven't opened up packs for a while. I'm super excited. We'll open some of these, and then I'm going to open up some of the Fusion Strike, actually, because I haven't opened any Fusion Strike whatsoever. So let's have a look at this. Okay, 4 to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, congratulations, Octo. I'm excited for you. What do we got here? We've got a Chilling Rain. I really want a Blaziken. That's all I want. All right, here we go. Energy. Fire-resistant gloves. A crab. We have Spiral Energy. We have a Ladybug. A Gollet. A Cobus. Hey, Octo. Here we go. Here we go. One for you, mate. Your friend's in town. Put you aside. Hey John, how you doing, mate? We've that's all right. You don't need to apologize. We've gone through all the updates and all the data, and now we're just hanging out, chilling, doing Q&A and opening up Pokemon cards. So just hanging out. I hope you're doing well. I did actually, if you want to jump back about probably 15 minutes or 10 minutes, you'll see all my goals that I've just announced for 2022. Actually, they're just behind me. I'll flash them up on screen if you want to have a look. But essentially, yeah, from a running perspective, I know you're a big runner. So my goals for 2022 is 2,500 kilometers. I want to do 2 half marathons a month and run 100 kilometer week. And then I'll have some subsequent goals that help me achieve this, such as, doing a 50K or an ultra and things like that. So we were just touching on that. Appreciate you being here, man. Yeah, I really want to get Blaziken. All right, here we go. We have a Hatina. Let me just adjust this. There we go. We have a Welcoming Lantern and nothing but Amphoros. It's a cool card, to be honest. All right, pack number 1 done. We'll do another Chilling Rain. Thank you, John. I appreciate it, mate. Actually, John, do you open up cards? I mean, I don't know. I don't think we've really chatted much about the Pokemon, you and I, but I know we chat more on the running kind of stuff. But who else is card collectors in the stream? I know there's quite a few of us that love them, and some of us do collect them, and some of us just like to sell them. But I mean, I just like it. It's a lot of fun, and I've just found a new hobby. I sound like correct those boxes. That's all right. That's okay. You might not need to. I might get the card I want tonight. Welcoming Lantern. A lot of Ladybug. Jeepers. Porygon. Diglett. Golett. Dealing. Oh, Crabrawler. And nothing but an Interlon. Holo. Nothing too special, but I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. We've got another chilling rain. Another chilling rain. Non-sport. Yeah, okay. Okay. No, I don't know anything about it, but fun to watch. Yeah, it is. Look, to be honest, I wasn't really into it. And then when I won something from another live stream, I was like, okay, I've got to suss this out. And then down the rabbit hole we went. But I never did this as a kid. Like I never opened them as a kid or anything like that. So, but it's so exciting, especially when, you're having the opportunity to win something yourself. Like it's a lot of fun. All right, green energy. We have an impact energy. We have a Porygon. We've got a Thwacky. We have a Blitzel. We have an Aron. We have a Dealing. Actually, can people tell me, is the quality good? Like, so for me, I can see that this quality is so much better than usual. But like for you guys as viewers, like what's the quality like? Is it fuzzy? Is it good? I'm just trying to actually see on I'm watching this on my iPad on another account to see if it's coming out good. But it looks pretty good, right? Like it's not bad quality. La Vesta, Scroll Skies, and nothing. Damn it, jeepers. We'll go. Ill-tempered sea. Sorry, what do you mean you're back? Did you change? There was a BRB before, but I don't think it was by Ill-Tempered Seabass. How you doing? Appreciate you being here. Looks good here. Sweet. Okay, that's what I like to hear. That's good. All right, another chilling rain. This pack doesn't want to open, which maybe that means there's a sign in here. Oh, jeepers. Wow. This one is a tough one, guys. There we go. Got him. that was bad. That was shocking. That was tough stuff. All right, the code card. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm so nervous with these Pokemon cards because I want a card and that's all I want. And every time you do it, you're not sure if you're going to get it. Avery, Lydian, Old Cemetery, Aron again, Ralts, a lot of the same. Vinipede, Bound Sweet, Lapras, love this card. Heracross, and nothing again. Jeepers, we're getting dudded here. We are getting dudded. Watching these is always great. To adding best offers 40. Hey, nice. Yeah, guys, get your listings done. Come on, chop. I did mine today. 15 DVDs. Nothing over the top. I've been quite busy today, so when it's a busy day, I like to do some of the easy ones. But it's always good to do a bit of, spice it up and not just do a lot of the same every single day because, that's what I feel like what you put in is what you're going to get out. So. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's why I'm like, is this Octo? Or I'm pretty sure because of Ill-Tempered Seabass, but that's what I was like, what's going on? There you go. Ill-Tempered Seabass. I love it. Doctor, Celio, Piona, Sphere, Swirlix, Yamask, Castform, Castform, Sunnyform. Ooh, Zangoose, that's a nice card. And nothing. I do like this card. It just looks good. The more I do this, the more cards I like. All right, let's do some Evolving Skies. So we're going to open up all these, and then I'm going to open up a couple of Fusion Strike, and then that will be it, guys. So if you do have questions, do let me know. More than happy to answer any questions, or if you want to just chat about something else, or I've got a video coming out this Saturday, which will be announcing all my goals for everyone so they can see it. And then I've got a few things coming on. One thing I am trying to do better this year is try and get ahead batching. So doing days of just video, like creating videos, or doing days of podcasts, or doing days of multiple batch listings and things like that. Because if anything that I've learned is if I want to level up in different areas, I need more time. And the only way to do that is to batch or have someone else do it for me. So trying to work smarter and not harder, but also milking and leveraging the start of the year because you've got momentum, you're excited, you're pumped to get things done. So that's a little thing that I'm trying to do. We'll see how long it lasts, and I'll do a bit of a check-in in 30, 90 days and see how things are progressing. But I'll continue to do these live streams, checking in each month of progression, and just to keep myself accountable and share the love along the way. So I guess the big thing that I want to encourage other people to do is, like, if you've got goals, like, it's doing them together and sharing them and keeping each other accountable. And that's why I like doing this, is to show that, well, I'm doing this. Not here to say, look at me, but I'm more to say, like, this is possible, and to hopefully motivate and encourage others to do the same. Because once you start, it's a fun challenge to do, and it starts small, right? I've obviously set some quite ambitious goals this year, but that's because I've had a good year and I want to see if I can do more, right? And that's what you do. So when you start, if it's the first time doing goals, you want to break it down and make it somewhat achievable for yourself. Don't go over the top like I made the mistake of putting $100,000 for my first year of reselling, which was very ambitious. But, if you don't set it, you don't know, right? And it would be interesting to see if I had set 50,000, would I have met the 50,000? So it's all very interesting because it changes the way you play and operate as well. Phoebus, ribbon badge, and nothing. Jeepers. These packs are duds. We're getting dodged in this one. Big time. Jeepers. Oh, there might be something in this one. I like the color of that card. 2, 3, 4. All right, this is an Evolving Skies. Let's see if we can get something in this. Energy. Hippo. Snowleaf badge. Scrafty. Love disc. Bagon. Pump. That's a cute little fella. We have a tentacle. We have Emolga. We have Rufflet, and a Raichu. Okay, I like that card. That's nice. It's a nice card. I do like that. I actually gave one of those to my my nephews just recently. I'm just going to change this lighting. See if does that make the lighting look a bit better? Is that a bit better? Yeah, there we go. All right, so got a couple of battle styles now. I don't know much in battle styles. I don't think I'm chasing anything in battle styles. I can't remember. But these packs are quite old now. Let's see if we can get anything today, guys. We have not had anything. Jeepers, it's bad. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we'll get something in Fusion Strike. Energy. Weeping Bell. Indeedy. Oh, I thought I saw some color there. Pawniard. That's a weird card, I tell you. Mankey. It's Jeepers. These names. Trying to say them really quick. It's hard. Timber. Scroll's gone. And Entei. That's not too bad. I like him. I do love that card. I love the legendary dogs. I used to love chasing them in I think it was Gold and Silver, wasn't it? Pokemon Gold and Silver. All right, let's see what we can get here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we're going to get anything out of this pack. I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest. Energy. Phoebe. Heatmore. Corpish. Scatterbug. Glamour. Now we are coming up. I've got a couple more packs to open, but if there's any questions, do let me know. I can still see we've got 8 people here hanging out, so I appreciate you being here. Oh, Frillish. We've got an Esper and nothing. Wow, we got nothing, guys. No big hitters in that one. That's all right. We're going to open up some Fusion Strike. I've never opened this box before, so I got this off a friend pretty cheap. It kind of makes me a little nervous of how cheap it was. I wasn't intending to get this box, but it was because it was so cheap. It's like I probably shouldn't have opened it. I should have just flipped it, but I figured there is some cards in here that I do want, and I might be able to use this to fund some more purchases. So I'm like, what the heck? Let's do it, right? So we'll see. He got some good cards in his. That doesn't mean I'm going to get any good cards in mine, but it's that mindset, isn't it? All right, put all that down here. All right, what do we got? We got a little curious. Other than your goals, what is your key to maintaining your eBay focus? Your streaming objectives and the likes? Is it community you interact with, other resellers? Maintaining your eBay focus. Well, that's my income, right? That like at the end of the day, that is my income. So what I put in is what I get out of it. I think I didn't realize that for the first half of last year, and the reason why was because I had a bit of long service leave that I could leverage last year at the start of last year. So, I wasn't probably putting in my 110% that I could have been putting in, which I've been putting in for the rest of this year. So I think that's probably why. But now that it is my source of income and I can see how well I can do it, it motivates me. But of course, doing all this helps me keep accountable, and it motivates me, and it's exciting, and to help others and being able to reflect back on it. I probably won't be as, I guess, focused on the data as such, because I don't have to learn as much now, but I think it still helps a lot of people. So that's really what's been my, I guess, drive, if that answers your question. We'll open up for Fusion Strike. Had a question from two Aussie who this. So I think I picked this one up for $120, which is probably about retail. I mean, wholesale, I think. I don't know. How much is wholesale? It's probably about wholesale. 120. So, I mean, I've looked at the cards. They all look legit. I mean, the packs, like there's nothing on here that looks sus. Well, that I can see. I guess we're about to find out. Oh, it's under wholesale. Really? No way. So the only thing I can think of is, so my friend got it. He bought a couple from another guy and he was offloading them. I think someone has gone in, when there was a big hype and bought too much and needed to get money back. That's what I think, or their hot product. But I mean, they look legit. They don't look fake. All the spelling's right. So we're about to find out anyway here live. So that's crazy. How cheap it was. I didn't realize it was that cheap. But like I said, they all seem legit. I've seen his, and they all seemed legit. So yeah, it's interesting. Oh, these are the new cards. I haven't seen these. These are the new style as well. Interesting. All right. Wish me luck, team. I mean, they look legit, right? I'm nervous now. We'll find out in a second. All right. Energy. I mean, everything looks good. Electric, dance bass, dancer, binary. Hey, another octo. Tynamo, Zora. How much do packs normally? So pack is usually about $6 to $7, and then you can buy the booster boxes, which is what I've just pulled out. Pack of 36, and they're usually about 180 to 200, which is why they're so cheap. I mean, which is why me getting it 120 is so cheap. Also, lots in the market at present, and their grey imports could be cash flow processing, or they have cracked the best pull from the case on the first box and sold it and sold off. Yeah, that's what I think as well. I think they've either gone in too deep and they just needed to get cash back. They've been able to get a lot of imports and got it cheap, or they've exactly what you've said. So it's definitely interesting. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. Anyway, I'm not complaining because it seems legit. And oh, that's a cool Voltorb. Let's see if we can get anything from these cards. I mean, jeepers, we have not had any luck tonight. Usually we get some good pulls, guys, but we haven't had any good pulls tonight. So let's see. Let's see what we can do. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, John, the reason why I do this trick is because it puts the rare card at the back, so we see the card last, the best card last. Yeah, I think that's what I think as well. That's what I think. It makes sense. Energy. Hey, this guy's cool. I like this. actually, a lot of this art is cool. I haven't seen a lot of this. I haven't seen a lot of Fusion Strike open, so this is the first time seeing it. What do we got here? Okay, he's cool. Pampor, Swaddle, Skamori, Schoolgirl, and okay. That's one of the, this is one of the new ones, the Fusion Single and Rapid. It's the whole shebang, isn't it? I'm going to put him over here. All right. Got another pack. Let's see what we can do. It's a good question. I haven't actually decided what to do with my common cards yet, because I've been thinking about donating them to to the local charity that I support, which is Backpack for Vic Kids. And basically, you put toys and stuff into a backpack that goes out, or clothes and everything that goes out to basically kids in need. So kids that, for instance, get pushed around in foster homes and things like that. So I was thinking about making up some bundles and, a pack of 50 or something. And that way they go in as an extra toy or extra pair of an extra gift of love. So that way when they open their bags, when they're in their new places, they might get some nice surprise to find Pokemon cards, because I don't think they would usually expect to find Pokemon cards. So that's what I'm thinking. I do want to go through and make sure there's no money to be made, but I'm probably thinking the excess will probably go to donations. Or a paper cut. Could be some money laundering going on, putting cheap product out. Wouldn't put it past. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised either, mate. I would not. Did I do the trick? No, I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wouldn't put it past people at all. There's some dodgy stuff going on, that's for sure. Energy. Sandslash. Swadloon. Totodile. Bunary. Hey, another Octo, mate. Octo, you're getting all the cards tonight. Zora. What do we got? Nothing. I'm very frustrated. We're usually getting hits, guys. We're not getting anything. I mean, these cards haven't been dodged, so. I mean, we didn't even get him in the other pack, in the other box we opened. Jeepers. Let's see. I don't know. Is this last pack magic? If we get something in this, it's definitely last pack magic. But if I don't, I might sneak another one. Because I really want something just to, to put on Instagram afterwards. Sydney. Cross Switcher. He's cool. Voltorb again. Pansage. Cufant. Gliga. Slugma. Indeedee. And nothing. I can't believe that. Nothing. All right, we'll open up one more. We'll do it. I have to do it. But this is the last pack. This is the final one, because otherwise I'll start using all my cards too early. So we'll do the last pack. Any questions as I go through the last one? Appreciate you all hanging out as well. But yeah, I mean, look, I'm excited for this year. There's a lot of things that I want to do and work on, and more details of those will be, I guess, I'll allude to as we progress through the year. But, I appreciate you all. And the best way, if you want to support me, there's going to be new ways of doing that soon. But really, the best way you can support me is sharing my content, whether it's my podcast. If anything, I would actually ask you to share my podcast, because that's where I want to grow. That's what I want long term, is another octopus, jeepers, is I want to grow the podcast. So if you want to support me, the best thing you can do is, share my content or share my podcast. And that would be greatly appreciated. He's cute. He is cute. What a cutie. Evie. Oh, Shelder. Don't think we've got anything, guys. Nothing. All right. I'm stopping while I'm not ahead, but I'm stopping. All right. We'll just have a quick little chat and then we'll finish out. Let me switch this back. What do we got here? Anyone actually play TCG or just collect? Oh, look, I'm just collecting. And I've got quite a lot of cards now. And I actually I might just show you guys some of the cards I've been enjoying and picking up of late. Maybe I'll just do that while I finish up. I got these Groudons, actually. I got these guys. That was from the tins that I got the other day. I got these. I just realized I'm not showing you. Hang on. Let me change back my cam. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so I got these cards. Picked these up just the other day, which I appreciate. I also got these. So I'm pretty sure these ones comes from Knobs Flippers, No BS Flippers. And then these ones came from, I think these ones came from New and Nostalgic Games, which was a great pleasure doing business with them. And what else have I got here? I'm just sorting my cards. I managed to pull some of these by myself with my nephews. And what else have I got in here? I haven't actually gone through my cards for a while. I did a bit of a cleanup, so I haven't actually had to shuffle things around. I think these are just cards that I've enjoyed pulling and enjoyed getting. Just going through these quickly, showing what I've got. So these are just some of the pulls that I got, whether I keep them for myself or sometimes I give them to my nephews, or I just like the cards, so I like to just hold on to them for whatever reason it may be. Then I've got Blastoise. Some of these were just some of the recent pulls that we got. This guy, Garchomp, Ubrin. Oh, this VMAX is the best. So I haven't gone through and actually sorted. I had to pack a lot of these up because of my desk situation, and I've got a few more. So look, there's a lot of cards that I'm just starting to learn to love, right? Just simply because I've been playing. I mean, not playing, I've been opening so much, and then you just, you take a new liking to different cards, and just because of the characters or all the different Pokemons and things like that. So it's been a lot of fun. And that's a long way to answer your question, John. Is no, I'm not playing the game, but collecting basically just the ones that I enjoy from the past or new ones as I find them. My favorite card, though, if you didn't know, John, is this guy. Torchic is the man. He's my favorite Pokemon. So yeah, he's the main man. Question: am I getting ready to look? There is some I probably do want to grade. Probably not PSA, to be honest, because it's just going to take too long. I'm thinking of using the local TCG Australia just to get some of them graded and just to be able to put on display and have them out. So yeah, I do want to do it. I'm just saving up and trying to prioritize my my expenses at the moment. All right, it is 9:45. I need to wrap up. I still got to do a couple of things before I shimmy up for bed. But appreciate you all hanging out. Appreciate you all coming out and just chilling and just chatting, asking questions, opening cards with me. And I appreciate you all for those that are here on a regular basis, but also the new people that have hanged out today. It's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate every single one of you, whether you're commenting, whether you're liking, you're subscribed or sharing or whatever, it all means the world to me. And because, you're taking your time and spending it here. So I do appreciate it. A lot of fun, excited for this year. If you want to do something different, do something new, do something big, and take a chance on yourself this year and you're not sure, I'm happy to have a conversation with you. So, reach out on YouTube or hit me up on Instagram or however you want to get in contact. I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you. Appreciate you being here. You all have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are. And if you watch this on the replay, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, do the whole shebang, and hustle. Ciao.